I'm so thrilled today to be able to have a chance to sit down and talk to my really wonderful friend, Julie Nesrallah, mezzo-soprano, who's going to be joining Orchestra Toronto for our concert on February the 20th. And we're talking about one of your signature roles, Carmen, which you're going to be singing with us. And,
I sure am.
We're so thrilled to see this and be working with you on this.
Well, thanks for asking me. I'm thrilled to do it. It's my most favorite thing in the world to sing. I mean, I do other stuff, but I got the hair, and I got the red, and I have the soul, I think, of Carmen in my person. I think that when you see actors on TV or in a theater performing something that fits them like a glove, I'm sure it's because they're halfway there already. They're already 80% of what that character embodies, and I feel that way about Carmen. You know, minus the criminal element and the contraband and all that kind of stuff, but the essential philosophy that Carmen has and the joie de vivre and the absolute lust for freedom that she has is definitely something that I feel is very much a part of the fabric of my personality.
Where did you start coming into contact with Carmen as an opera or as a role? Was that when you were studying singing, or earlier or later?
It was a little bit of both, because I was a very good voice student. So when my teacher told me I was too young to learn Carmen, that I should do Carabino instead, I listened to her. And so I left the Carmen as a singer until I was a little bit older, in my 30s. But in university, we did a whole bunch of seminars, opera seminars, feminist musicology seminars. And then it was around that time that the movie came out with Placido Domingo, and my mom went to the movie. So there was all this studying of it around. And then my mom went to that movie and came home that night and said, "Kiddo, you're Carmen." And I went, okay, like not really, when you're a teenager or whatever, you're like, okay, I guess I am. We'll see. And it just evolved from that, and then I learned the role and thought, oh my God, I actually am Carmen. And as I get older, of course, the score doesn't change, but I do. So it's just been this revelation and this trajectory and this lesson, really, in how to get inside a character, how to concentrate, I think, is the biggest thing. Concentrate on creating the character, and how to fully embody it, and then how to make that come across in your voice. But I think that once you've got that inside your head, once it's clear about what you're doing, the voice falls into place. And it really did for me, for this role anyway. It's not always the case, but for this role, big time. It's like, I like to say that I don't remember learning it, because I don't remember the actual flipping of the pages and I don't remember learning it. It's like I've always known it.
Carmen has to be one of the operas that anybody sees or anybody knows. And I always think about this because it's such a great score.
It's such a good score.
Because there's everything in it.
It's everything. That's the other thing.
Because there's dance music.
Yes.
And there's also the way, I have to say from a conductor's perspective, the way it's written for the orchestra is absolutely brilliant. So this is why we like to play Carmen in the concert hall and not wait to put it on as an opera.
Right.
Because it sounds great.
Right. You don't even need me. You know, it's in some respects, I think that's the transcendence of a really brilliant score. Like, you don't really need the singer. You do, because you need me, and I need you. We need each other. But you could play this whole thing, and it would be just fine if I weren't there. Because the Habanera and all of these things, they're such great standalone concert pieces, and they've made such a move over into the popular realm that people who don't even think they know Carmen know Carmen. Once you start going, oh, I know that, or I mean, I just recently heard the music for the Habanera in a Tropicana commercial. Oh no, most recently a condom commercial.
Oh.
So you're making your way in the world with men. So these are things these are snippets and sound bites that people know.
You have sung Carmen
5 million times.
5 million times.
I know, a lot of times. I'm not one of those people who count, so I don't have this many.
But you're one of these, you are very important for popularizing around Toronto the role of Carmen, or Carmen the Opera with your Carmen on Tap.
Yes. So in 2010, I got a little bit crazy and decided that I was going to do it one time, but of course it didn't happen. I was talking to a friend of mine who had just been looking online and said, hey, I just came across this little opera company in England, and they put Carmen on in a pub. And I just went, ding. And the little voice inside me said, I can do that, and I can do that better. So I literally, gathered my friends, you know those old black and white, the Little Rascals gang? Come on, kids, let's put on a show in the bar. And I literally did that. I called up a bunch of girlfriends, we went out for burgers, and I told them what I'd heard. And I said, do you guys want to do it? One was a pianist, one was a soprano. I knew a tenor that I just did Carmen with. I'll grab him. And we literally put this together. We thought we would only do it for one night. 13 years later, I'm still doing it. So it's Carmen. It's all the comedic parts are cut, so it's actually quite dark. And you can come into the Lula Lounge on Dundas West. You can have a burger, you can have nachos, you can have whatever you want, and this action unfolds around you as you're having your dinner. It's a modest price, it's not a whole, it won't bankrupt you, like the hockey tickets, forget it, this is way cheaper than that. And you can wear your jeans, and you can go out for a cigarette, and you can have some drinks, and nobody cares, because all the action is happening around you, and we want it to happen around you. And because we have that luxury of being in people's faces, we amp up the drama.
How do you feel? Because this is going to be with a full symphony orchestra and 65 people on stage with you, playing Carmen in the beautiful acoustics of the George Weston Recital Hall, one of the best halls in Toronto, or Canada for that matter, with the glorious sound of your voice. And I guess I'm not trying to answer this question for you, but what does it feel like to stand in front of an orchestra and sing?
It's the best feeling in the world. It is so good that there's no way on earth, not for love nor money, I always say, that I will ever stop it, and I will fight for if anyone tries to take it away from me. And actually, the pandemic has been an interesting experience, because you often wonder what would happen if someone said, okay, well, you just can't do this now for a little while. And it has been wretched. Wretched. It is more than just a vocation. I think it's deeper than that. It's identity. It's who I am. I need it to be happy. I need it to feel a sense of identity. I just need it, like anything else needs air. I need it. I have to do it. And in fact, if no one's doing a Carmen, or not, doesn't have to be Carmen, if no one's doing anything, I will often, once a year, particularly Carmen, I'll just put on the recording and sing it, because I got to get it off my chest. Because it's in there, and you have to get it out. And I'm sure you feel that way as a maestro on the podium. It's like, I don't have a choice. I have a full-time job at CBC. I've heard other singers say, oh man, if I had that job, I wouldn't sing anymore. I'm like, I can't do it. Yeah. It's a great job. I mean, I'm talking about music, and I'm formulating thoughts about music, and I'm curating music. It's been amazing for my singing life.
But that job for you has been a way of working into your singing life.
Yes.
Right?
I'm a singer who happens to have a radio host.
Yes.
That's the Jane Reynolds said. I'm a comedian who happens to have a TV show.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's exactly how I feel, and I know why he's saying it, and I understand why he's saying it. So I need to do it, and I don't feel nervous. I mean, it's crazy. It's not right. I don't feel nervous. I feel like this is exactly where I need to be, and I'm doing exactly what I need to be doing, and I just think it's just people. It's just people. We're going to share this moment. And it's going to be live theater, and maybe something crazy will happen, but for the most part, it doesn't, which is in and of itself a miracle. You think of all the live performances that have, a lot of stuff just goes as planned. The mistakes are rare, and it's just absolutely thrilling.
Yeah. Well, we can't wait. I can't wait.
I can't wait either.
And we'll see everybody there on February the 20th.